Watch how I make this beat. Watch how I make this beat.
Watch how I make this beat. Watch how I make this beat. Watch how I make this.
Watch how I make this. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Bambino. It's the Tino. It's the Keener. It's the Tino Bambino-nator. You know what I mean? The Bambinator. You know, not the Terminator. The Bambino-nator. You know what I mean? Whatever you call it. Artist, producer, engineer, extraordinaire. In the last 2 months, I've released 110 videos, 110 beats, 2,200 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you for the support. God bless, thank you very much. And I'm gonna keep posting more and more beats, on your head top, 2 for your head top, 3 for your head top, even 6 for your head top, bare beats on your head top. You know what I mean? And so here we have a beat. Yeah, that's the beat. Oh, banger, it's a banger. You ever had a banger before?
You ever had bangers and mash before?
We got the 808. It's not labeled properly, but this is the 808. It's in a Kontakt 5 wrapper plug-in. Alright, it's called 808 Attitude. Shout out to whoever made Platinum Hit 2, powered by Studio Linked. God bless. This is the best 808 I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
And on that 808, to get the distortion effect, I have the Nomad Factory analog valve driver ADR2S. Yeah.
You ever been valve drivered before?
What the fuck? Oh god, valve is cranked.
The valve driver is cranked here. All right.
And I got the low pass going at about 2613. And after this plugin, I add some more bass. I don't want to add too much. I turned it down a little bit here. This is the R-Bass, Waves R-Bass plugin. And I've got it busting a nut at about 59 hertz. You know what I'm saying?
You ever busted a 59 hertz nut? Never that.
All right. And then, of course, in the end, I have it going through. I have it sending down the middle to the transient master. Gives it a bit of a punch, like I guess, like, I don't know, whatever. I just put it down the middle.
I put it down the middle and I put the attack and sustain up and I smooth that shit.
Yeah. Next is le kick drum, oui, la la. We have the kick. So here we have a kit that I made, but it's basically a kick from the BWB kit. And I made this kit myself just out of BWB shit. Shout out to BWB people. Shout out. And over here I also have R-Bass going on at 59 hertz. And I lowered it once again, just like on the R-Bass. I probably just copied it. You know what I mean? Once again, going to the transient master. You know what I mean? Going to the
turd burger, you know what I mean? What? Sometimes I just say some shit.
Now, we have the main snare. So it's these two snares here. BWB. Once again, the BWB kit. Random snares. Snare 22 and snare 2 of the BWB kit, and it's a blend. And then that is also going to the transient master up here for parallel compression.
You know what I'm saying? You know I'm sizzling.
And now we have the hi-hat, the first hi-hat, the hi-hat that is in the beat. Yeah, exactly. Just a basic hi-hat pattern. And once again, BWB, shout out BWB. We're using their kits and shit. We found them on the internets and we be using them. And then the second hi-hat.
Hi-hat number 2.
It's a double hi-hat. It's just a copy of the pattern, but it's a lower note being played. Once again, BWB, shout out BWB. Once again, it's going to the parallel compression. Oh, and there's an open hi-hat over here. All these are open hi-hats. This beat I made during the phase of BWB. You know what I'm saying?
BWB. You know what I'm saying?
Next is the sound effect. The trippy fucking. I can't even hear that shit, boy. Ooh, okay, wait, before I ruin the surprise. So once again, this is a BWB sound effect. It's a Vox. Because they have a bunch of shit. Right? And as you can hear on this one, there's an echo effect. And with this effect, I put a quarter ping pong delay on it. And it doesn't look like there's much else going on. The lo-fi is on, but the analog is off, which is important because if you don't turn the analog off, you get the distortion.
You get the distortion on your shit. You don't want to distort on your shit. But if you want to distort on your shit, you want to distort on your shit. So you can have distort on your shit.
In this situation, I didn't want to distort on my shit. Thank you. Yes, very good. And perhaps, what is this? Oh. This is obviously a synth. Some kind of plucked synth or whatever. It's called Synth Mellow Buzz with Serum. I love Serum. They're good. They're sick. They made my computer crash by this. They're fucking sick.
They make my computer go crash and bang. You know what I'm saying? Crash and shit. They crash the shit on my shit.
And then after that, we have this instrument, which is also a Serum instrument. It's called Synth Glassy, like a plucked synth glassy. Yeah. I didn't touch anything in, oh yeah, as I'm doing these instruments, they're basically just stock like instruments, right? Like I didn't modify them in any way. They just came like this. And I just added the melody. I added the melody over here in these boxes here, see? These are all the instruments these are all the notes being played by the instrument. Swag. See that? You can play it on the keyboard. That's so swag. For the final instrument, the piano.
Oh, the piano.
What's this? This is a Nexus piano. It's called Sun Piano.
It's from a random pack that I found online. Because that's what I did. I just downloaded. I hacked Nexus and then I found fucking all kinds of crazy shit. This is my old stuff. This is my old laptop.
This is from like 10 years ago. You know what I mean? I don't use this laptop anymore. So I'm not hacking shit. I buy all my shit now. I'm totally evolved from all that. Anyway, disclaimer.
Buy your plugins, everybody. Buy your software. Buy your plugins. Buy your shit. Gang.
Sun Piano by Nexus. In the plugin, it has effects on it. So, yes, you see it has a reverb on. If I take it off, see what I mean? And there's also a bit of a delay, so if I take it all off, a bit of a band pass kind of effect, a notch band pass effect. Like a reverse notch that. If that even makes sense. Okay, that's without it, but that's with it. It should be graphing, but it doesn't. Oh, here it is. That's why. I'm so stupid. Post EQ. There you go. So here, obviously, we have the intro with the synth, with the Serum synth, and that plays for the first 2 minutes of the song. See, that's, you know. And then we have like the bass come in with the snare and the sound effect, the vocal sound effect. And there's also the keyboard layering the Serum. That's the keyboard on here. That's the solo button. And then we got the kick coming in. So I guess like I started with I guess like a bit of an intro and then like a verse. And then this whole section here would be like the verse, you know? Like a 12-bar verse type thing. And I build the beat to a certain degree. And then, boom, you got the drop, and then the hook. See, the crackling is from the Serum plugin, that's why it's messing up. Because I'm screen recording and crackling up the Serum.
Crackling the Serum! You're crackling the Serum! The bloody!
Yeah, so that's the first hook. And then this over here would be the second verse. So you bring it back down from the original hook. From the hook. Because the hook has more parts playing in it. and then you take it all away for the beginning of the second verse, and then you have bare bones, and you can build up from there, and then you have the kick come in, boom, and take away the bass, create variation. The bass has been there this whole time. You bloody, you know what I mean? And then you have the hook over here at the very end. And then after the hook, we have a little outro. This little section here, all this stuff, that's the outro. People complain, oh, you don't use your markers, you don't do this, you don't do this.
Look at my shit, I like markers, man. Fuck your markers, alright? You hear that? You like that? Fuck a marker. Fuck a mark and a marker. Alright, motherfucker? Alright, we're good. Alright.
Move on. Alright, thank you. You have been rocking with the Bambino. Alright? Like, subscribe, check out my shit, listen to my beats, play my music. I'm 613 Tino on all platforms. I'm 91 Bambino on Instagram. Peace.